释怀，清脆竹架履带，抚琴寄心怀。煮酒一入夏夜，桃花雨正烟，将世间情爱恩怨。梧桐树下，雨滴滴答，此情沉坠一万年吧。青山烟雨，红尘梦里，绵绵遥无期何处寻？片片水墨，为你献中华。我今后相思愁，夜雨梦。闲出鞘，情不老，你我共赴千年桥。人地笑风卷红尘，情未了。情多少，愁多少，桃花纷飞就刚好。相思绵绵，不尽续条。梧桐树下，雨滴滴答，此情沉坠一万年吧。青山烟雨，红尘梦里，绵绵遥无期何处寻？片片水墨，为你献中华。我今后相思愁，夜雨梦。闲出鞘，情不老，你我共赴千年桥。人地笑风卷红尘，情未了。情多少，愁多少，桃花纷飞就刚好。相思绵绵，不尽续条。灯下梳妆，我在月下独饮时刻。你的出现还来不及亲眼拦着，命中多可却让深情难转反侧。云开花瓣，我的心在红热。等桃花落下，雨在滴滴答，我盼到花发点了朱砂。等桃花落下，蝴蝶也飞吧，一直到天涯。剑出鞘，情不老，你我共赴千年桥。人地笑风卷红尘，情未了。情多少，愁多少，桃花纷飞就刚好。相思绵绵，不尽续条。
Good evening. We are back in Al Jazeera with King Ordonio the Twitchy. I see that some of my viewers have noticed just how much worse my taste in music could get. Where were we? Yes, I had just made a complete pig's ear of invading Axum. In that I had happily holy warred this reasonably productive thing, Merchant Republic, and indeed won the holy war, without realising that, of course, because my character is a feudal character, he would immediately destroy the Merchant Republic, because he can't possibly be the lead ruler of a Merchant Republic. So this nice productive Merchant Republic is no longer, well, actually I've made it a Merchant Republic again, but it's going to have to rebuild itself from the ground up. Stoats. I'm not sure there's actually a way I could have sensibly taken it. So, because like I would need, I suppose if I'd had a personal claim on the Kingdom of Egypt somehow, no, of Abyssinia rather, but that would have been quite difficult. So anyway, that was a bit of a mess really, but nonetheless, it's the first expansion of Fraticelliism into Africa. So in that sense, it's a kind of a start. We are fairly close to being in a position to holy war the papacy if we were to edge into Africa from up here, which would be kind of odd. Though obviously our aim here is to get Fraticelliism into Europe, and that might be achieved by Cyprus, though I think how much Cyprus is really part of Europe, I'm not sure. And we should really try to get like into Crete or something at the very least. So Egypt has about the same number of troops as we do at the moment. We're a bit battered by that war, so let's unpause for a bit and let ourselves recover while we see what's going on. How's our religion doing? No, we're still stuck at only 22% moral authority, which is blatantly a lie. Peasants have revolted in Kabbalah, have they? Right, someone's squishing one of those at least. Is that Kabbalah? Yes. The Empire seems just to have dropped 14,000 troops on those peasants, so they're not going to last long. We are getting Duke Ignatius of Aleppo to like us better. So it seems the young women no longer have the power to seduce me, says King Ordonio, thus losing him the trait lustful, which is slightly bad for his intrigue, though he still has quite a lot of intrigue. But he now needs a new ambition, apparently.
Well, I suppose it's getting late, isn't it?
Or something. What was his ambition before? I've forgotten. Oh well. Let's have him strive to become a beacon of thingamy and what's name. I don't think that... Yes. So yes, what is going on with our moral authority anyway? Organised religion 20%, Holy Site of Jerusalem 5%, One Holy Wars 3%. Now by my sums that's 28%. So why does this... rulers led astray -6%. Right, okay, that's where our problem comes from. I hadn't noticed that one. Right, why do we still only have partial control over Jerusalem? Emperor Jimeno, what are you doing? Like, I've managed to fix my bishops. Have you somehow not managed to sort out your bishops yet? No, you've still got Catholic bishops. I'm kind of tempted just to take Jerusalem off you in order to get it properly organised.
The cry of history throughout the...
Yes.
Certainly it's the cry of everyone throughout this event.
Though right now he has far more troops than me, so I'm not actually going to do that. He turns out to be a hugely popular emperor.
Even if he is disorganised. Well, even if he does say Jehovah.
And so we've... yeah, I'm not... I mean, my troops are recovering, but it's going to be a while. I mean, some of his troops, of course, are mine, and so if I were to actually go to war with him for Jerusalem, he wouldn't be quite that impressive. But, like, I need to have at least half as many troops as him, which I don't. Let's just have a quick look at our daughters. She's only 4, so she probably doesn't need... we have a new Bishop of Najaf. Where's Najaf? That's in Al-Najaf, which is all the way over there. That might be helpful. So I'm just wondering if there are any of my... I suppose my vassals who have terrible opinions of me. Probably. No, he has the right religion, apparently. Even he has the right religion. He's just extremely grumpy. Well, no, slightly grumpy. My major wrong religion heir is Gonzalo de Praia, Duke of Ascalon, in the oubliette, refusing to die. Fellow lunatic, which will improve his opinion of me a little bit. It's kind of weird how lunatic is not very harmful.
You're rich.
Like, attraction opinion -10, vassal opinion -5, same trait opinion +5. So yes, I think the only duke under me who's the wrong religion is Gonzalo, whom we are trying to deal with. Actually, he doesn't appear to be zealous at the moment. Does that mean we might be able to convert him? No. He's still a true believer even though he doesn't have zealous trait. Right.
You can shout at it. He doesn't stop believing it either.
Presumably it would be considered very rude to execute him, yes. Or banish him? I think so. Yes. So he'd better just stay there. Well, we're past 20,000 troops now. That's nice. Appears to be some kind of a war going on with the Byzantine Empire.
Always some kind of war going on with this, I remember.
Apparently my acquaintance Euthania Demetrios has died. I don't think that's very relevant to me. I don't actually have a truce with Arabia at the moment. I mean, the Queen of Arabia is already the correct religion, mind. I don't think you can holy war within a kingdom realm anyway. So, she is sadly not a Dispoleto, so we can't just cause her to take the Duchy of Arabia, which is a pity because the Duchy of Arabia would be quite nice. She is a Dispoleto and has a claim on the Duchy of Nefud, which is kind of, well, I mean, that is technically adjacent to some of my territory because I think I extend down there now. So we could try taking the food off the incredibly soft Queen of Arabia. So would that be reasonable? Phenomenally rich Countess of Doralion. What's the inheritance path? That sadly there's plenty of line of succession, so I'm not going to be able to randomly seize her money in any useful fashion, I don't think. It's a pity because she's got an awful lot of it. What's that? Okay, technically we have managed to spread Fraticelliism into Europe because the Count of Philippopolis is Fraticelli, and Philippopolis is both part of the Empire of Outremer and in Europe. I mean, I don't think this is a great victory. It's more of an accident, but who owns Rome at the moment? It's owned by the Holy Roman Empire.
That seems ahistorical.
Well, one of the earlier things I did in this game was to found the Holy Roman Empire and have it control Rome and control the Pope. Kind of.
You definitely made an empire.
So, yes. So, yeah, she's very scary. I don't think I can take Rome off her very quickly. Could I take Canterbury?
Invading England is traditional.
Yeah. Oh, because the holy sites of Fraticelliism are Cologne, Rome, Santiago, Jerusalem and Canterbury. Now, Cologne and Rome have the problem of being controlled by the Holy Roman Empire, which is big and scary. Jerusalem is already controlled by the correct. Oh, we're actually. I've just found a bit of Outremer over here. We're quite close to Santiago.
How did you go there?
Probably cross inheritance.
So yes, there's the nearest point in Outremer, and there's Santiago, which is part of the, again, fairly feeble Kingdom of Galicia. Yes, I mean, yes, it's not part of my bit of Outremer. Oh, it is actually. It's part of the Kingdom of Algeciras, so I can materialise some troops there, but not very many. I can materialise 1,300 troops there.
Which maybe you don't want to do until you've, shipped some more out there by, more conventional means.
Yes. Also, I kind of suspect we don't currently have a claim.
Oh, okay.
No. You think I should send my Chancellor out to fabricate a claim on the county of Santiago? Okay, he's out there. I mean,
Definitely something in this game seems to be
yeah, but England's much scarier.
much more in favour than real history was of extreme exclavism and of
Yeah.
highly non-contiguous political entities. That spot of Egypt right in the middle of Spain. I mean, I know Egypt is bigger in this game than it was in real life, but even so, how did that bit of Spain get to Egypt and none of the rest in between?
There are some options in the game rules to try to reduce this a bit.
But everyone leaves them off because it's funnier.
Well, it's not the default anyway, and I'm playing this one very much with all the defaults set. So what actually is... Oh no, he's England, yes. So England is like actually bigger than I am, whereas Galicia is this tiny little place in the corner. So presumably the reason I can't just holy war for Galicia is that, yes, I'm not quite adjacent. So I could probably... I mean, maybe I do it by just holy warring my way across Iberia. Like we've got a random count here who has 2,000 troops. We could just holy war for Portugal. We have another independent troop count, the Count of Porto, whom we could also holy war if we thought that was more convenient.
Bear in mind, the more you do, the more likely you are to piss off the Pope.
Well, yeah, but we've pissed off the Pope anyway. We own Jerusalem.
That's true. You're definitely next up on the crusade.
I mean, technically, I'm not the next up on the crusade target. Jerusalem's controlled by my boss. He's going to be the one that's technically the target of the crusade.
Ah, so you've been the one instigating Fraticelli.
I mean,
Fraticellism everywhere, but you've set up your emperor as the fall guy.
I mean, I think I might find that I lost the kingdom, all of the territory of the Kingdom of Jerusalem, which would be quite inconvenient. So I'm not badly off for money. I mean, I'm thinking about doing this by hiring enough troops to make up the ones that I can't get from my convenient count in the vicinity, and then I can send them over there, declare a holy war, raise my army, dump everyone in the target county, squish it, probably head next door and do the same thing again, and then consider whether we want to do anything about Galicia. So like that's an actual kingdom, Leon. That's part of the HRE. But those two are extremely soft. Right, so actually let's just check precisely how soft they are. So 2,000 and 5,000. So if we wanted enough troops to do the job pretty solidly, I think we'd want 5,000 mercenaries. So we can get 5,000 mercenaries for 150 money. Possibly we splash out a bit and get 6,000 for 175, plus 55 a month, but that's not going to burn through 3,000 gold very quickly. So yes, I think we hire some mercenaries, send them over there by ship, assuming I can get 6,000 people's worth of ships. Not like that, I can't. Okay, I may have. That's almost enough. Yes, I don't have that bad a ship problem. And of course, my capital's somewhere inconvenient, isn't it? Yes. So. I think for 175 money, we hire, those two are actually equivalent, aren't they? Yes. We hire, which one of them has the better commander? Meh. You've scrolled it again, you horrible thing. I mean, he's actually incapable. Let's go for the one that doesn't have an incapable leader. Send them over to the coast. All right, he's apparently inherited a county from someone who had precisely no family. Did you just get created in order to own that county? Oh, we should stick an organiser on that one so that you get to the coast a bit faster. I can decide to hold a feast. It's probably a while since I've held a feast. I think the feast will be over before we're actually declaring war on anyone. Meanwhile, apparently I am in Mufasa, improving diplomatic relations. This random young duke who is of the wrong religion Who's he being taught by? He's being taught by me, right? And I am diligent and zealous. If anyone can turn him Fraticelli, it's me. Right, good. Yes, of course, people will refuse to come to my feast. But some people have come to my feast, so that's good. Dancing. Right. Stuck the mercenaries on a ship, and we will now send them across the sea. Which will take a little while. Well, a perfectly ordinary feast, apart from some extra dancing which got me some prestige. Sorry, I'm amused that I get that I'm apparently getting piety as a crusade recipient. So, oh yes, are there any revolts I need to squish? No. A famous writer proposes to compose my family chronicles. Do I annoy all my dynasty members or pay him and possibly become proud? Well, I think we'll pay him and possibly become proud. We didn't become proud. Someone just declared a holy war and I didn't notice on whom, but that's fine. I can look here. Oh, he's heading eastwards, is he? So my liege, as the Emperor of Outremer, has declared war, a holy war on the emir of the Al-Thamali Emirate for Duchy of Gilan. That's the wrong button, Ben. Yes, which would get him some coast on the Caspian Sea. Yes. Well, good luck with that. I'm sure it will go quite well. Oh, stop revolting. Don't suppose you have any spare troops lying around for this that you could just send over there quickly, my dear Emperor? I mean, they seem to be going in roughly the correct direction. So maybe he is actually going to quickly squish that peasant revolt while he's passing. No, apparently not. Let's raise, oh dear, I don't get that many troops in my capital. I should probably fix that. Anyway, our mercenaries have arrived off Portugal. So we can send them ashore, stick them in an adjacent county to the one that I want to claim. I could actually claim either of these. But Porto might be slightly more useful because, like, it's coastal. Having somewhere you can land troops would be helpful. Porto was the one with more troops as well, so he's obviously the one to declare war on first. So they're out of supply, but we probably want to leave them a little while before they, so that their morale improves. Let's leave those ships there, because once we've taken Porto, we can land them in Porto.
Sure whether it took 2 hours in poker, even as it's the results of the last adventure as you pass through here.
Right, let us give ourselves some excellent commanders. Not that it's really going to matter, one of whom should be a siege leader. Let us march into Porto. We will be arriving in Porto on the 27th of May. So on the 26th of May or thereabouts, we should declare war on Porto. Right. Okay, why can't I declare war? Oh, we haven't. Oh, I have got raised army levies. They're over in getting organised to deal with that, what is now a non-existent peasant revolt. Excellent, right. No, I don't have any raised army levies. What are you talking about? Oops, that was the wrong button. That was entirely the wrong button. I somehow thought that going one virtual desktop to the west would take me to Spain. Right. Okay, now can I declare war on you? That's better. Holy war for Portucale. Nearby Catholic rulers might join him, but they probably won't get a chance. I had to break up a fight today between my ward Pantaleon and another child. Pantaleon's heart is filled with envy.
Probably the other child told him his name sounded like trousers.
Yes. So should I say the other children are just selfish, which will tend to make Pantaleon envious. Pantaleon, yes, Pantaleon's heart is filled with envy. Sorry, I've got to get it the right way around. Or I can talk to him about kindness, which might make him kind. Or I can tell him that envy is the deadliest of sins, which gets me 5 piety. I'm trying to collect piety, and my only reason for dealing with Pantaleon is I want to convert him to Fraticelliism. King Valdemar of Navarra has joined the Holy War for Portucale. Yes, well, he's a bit scary. Sadly, we do have to do this first siege the slow way. I mean, I suppose I could think about shipping over more of my troops in case they become necessary.
You do have quite a long lead time.
Yes, oops, wrong button again. No, pressing one virtual desktop right also doesn't take you to Jerusalem. Maybe a shortage of like actual ships I can raise over here.
That too.
Like if I can only raise 3 ships, then oh no, there's 83 ships up there I can raise. Excellent. So yeah, let's pick up at least the coastal troops. Yeah, really not worth it. Right, yeah, we'll scoop that lot up just in case we need them. Because it is going to take a little while to flatten this. Make it a bit faster. Oh, the Di Spoleto family of Axum are building trade posts at least, that's nice. Lots of people are agreeing to demands to become Fraticelli. That was just those rebels. Why are you plotting to kill the Lord Mayor of Axum? That seems like a very odd thing to do. Is that because you're his... yes, that's because you're his heir. Well, probably better to have an adult in that job, to be fair. So has Braganza... Oh, excellent. Well, and are we going to go and... Actually, can we split off enough of that army to make a difference and send them in there? We can, yes. Hang on, no. I didn't mean all of you go that way. I meant half of you. Go that way. Pick someone who isn't Polycarpos, because I think, actually no, if we're leaving Yarak behind, that would be fine. No, we're only leaving Georg behind, that's not very helpful. Let's stick Yarak in there instead to... So yes, I think then we can send 3,500 troops in here with some pretty good commanders. I mean, Porin's not that good. I should probably look into getting some better commanders, but... oh, that's a hideously unbalanced... Can we not balance that a bit better? No. Well, yes, surely... oh, right, no, the problem is that the Pecheneg band comes as one lump, and is one embarrassingly enormous lump. Because we only have two, maybe we actually re-merge these and try to do this in a more organised fashion. So if I split it myself, then I can decide to leave that lot, who will not be enough to progress the siege, but will be enough to make sure it doesn't go backwards. And then I can take this lot, give them 3 really good commanders and send them to deal with those, leave that lot holding the siege, and then we can come back to them very shortly. Yeah, that sounds like a plan. Right. Oh, they've run away. What? I thought they weren't meant to be able to run away. Let's try sticking in an actual organiser there. See if that can actually get me there fast enough. Meanwhile, let's continue sending the boats down the coast. No, that's still the wrong button. Okay, now they're coming to attack me, inconvenient people. But we'll see how it goes. Right, so that bit went well. Now we immediately march back again, which we will not get back before the battle starts, but hopefully we'll be able to get back before the battle ends. I mean, whether it'll work is another matter, because there are quite a lot of them. Oh, but they have terrible morale. Excellent. Right, we might stand a chance then. If my troops can arrive, yes. Well, that was a bit stoat-shaped. Not on my part. People do keep joining the war mind, but... march that lot up the coast as well, because otherwise... No, wrong button. Otherwise we're going to be waiting for them forever. It looks like the siege essentially undid itself anyway. Bah. Still, we have 11% war score and we haven't even besieged anything yet. Let's bring that lot in, though they may be inconvenient. Oh, stop revolting, peasants.
Some plates also called Zoidman. Plate 2, Zoidman brackets, often also called Deluters.
Well, very helpful.
You have a west-guided warrior, how helpful. Who are you trying to kill and why? Okay, if you wish. Yeah, feel free to fabricate claims on duchies. That's the kind of plot I like, because it very rarely actually does anything useful, but it does mean I have an excuse to arrest you. A book without a title was pushed into my hands by a hooded man clad in midnight blue. Something was said but was lost in the confusion. The book was still there. Well, hey, wait. Intense study of the book will follow, plus 20 piety. Though 20 piety is not very many, really.
What was the other option?
Something else about studying the book in a different way that got me like monthly piety and monthly prestige. I don't quite understand the distinction. The secret with the book still eluded me after several weeks of intense study, wasted time and wasted ink. The man couldn't be anything but a maniac, filling precious parchment with malarkey and incomprehensible symbols. But I did learn to become to love books instead, and I am now a scholar, which gives me +3 learning. Oh, there's someone around who wants teaching. We have Nuno de Kerac, my sister's son, whom she left behind. Well, I'll teach him until we find a better person. For me to teach, I mean. If I'm not already occupied, yeah. Belaskita is pregnant again, and I'm still suspicious about this fact. My arbitrary kinsman Antso has died, apparently. My liege Emperor Jimeno is now Emperor Jimeno the Tenacious. See, he gets to be tenacious, I have to be twitchy. Seems a trifle unfair, really. Oh dear, I have thought it over and I cannot be the father of my wife Belaskita's baby. As it grows in her belly, I have trouble sleeping. I must put this matter to rest. No, I trust her again. Let's see how long I can keep this up. Eliza di Spoleto, the Duchess of Axum, has become known as the Wise. I mean, I did choose her for being like a sensible person to put in charge of a new merchant republic. Right, we have taken Porto. The pregnancy has caused my wife to develop quite the unusual tastes. Most of what she asks for dinner nowadays ranges from mildly unsettling to positively revolting. Still, scholars do agree that a pregnant woman's cravings should always be accommodated. I mean, we can cause her to become healthier, but possibly gluttonous. That's probably fine. She has become gluttonous. Someone else has joined the Holy War on the other side. Oh, we appear to have a pet grey eminence in the court. Hello, would you like to be a sensible religion? A holding in Mosul is under siege. Oh! Yes, Navarra have turned up in Mosul.
They probably thought you wouldn't be expecting it.
Meanwhile, how are we doing it, like getting that other ship out here? Oh, it's almost here, right, good. Okay, well, what can we raise in and around Mosul then? This is not a very efficient way of doing this. Ah, that'll do, probably. How many's that? 9,000, yeah, that'll do. Collect them. No, not by that route, you stupid people. Don't go through Mosul. I'd kind of like to accumulate them in mountains simply for safety. Well, let's do that and then redirect all the ones that are going the wrong way. There appear to be 28,000 hostile troops over there. I don't really want to have to deal with them. It turns out that that nice soft tribe is not controlled by the Duke of Porto, the Count of Porto, so we have to immediately go on to his other castle. Probably not. Various odd stuff going on beneath me. Don't think it really matters. Right, here's another 7,000 troops to help with Porto. Okay, conveniently, some of my enemies are apparently busy fighting others of my enemies. Right, yes, a massive recruitment drive in Mosul is not the most useful thing, given that there's an enemy army there. My nephew Nuno is turning out charitable. Well, let's continue milking him for piety. So that will push that siege a bit faster. Then there's just one bishopric to besiege. Then I need to work out what I'm doing next. In particular, because I could use these guys to besiege the next door neighbour before we declare war on him, because he's conveniently already on the other side of this war. Possibly I don't actually need to worry about the guys besieging Mosul and could have ignored them. It's like we're going to get into Viana di Castello reasonably quickly. Oh, all right, the Duke of Jibal has usurped county from Queen Maria. Well, okay. Is he one of my vassals? Yes, excellent. Also, he's got the Iron Mask of St. George. How did he get that? Oh, yes, because he got fired as I think possibly because I kicked him out as emperor. And so he has all of the imperial accoutrements. Okay, I think some of these are unnecessary. Let's borrow Porin. He'll be better than nothing. And then stomp into Mosul for another victory. Actually, we can bring those ships ashore now, can't we? It is a good tradition to have some gossips around a pregnant woman. Should she have familiar faces, sending the family in. Servants, which appears to have the same effect but is more expensive, or nothing at all. We will send in the family. Meanwhile, Queen Maria has grabbed the county of Scotra. She's heading further south. Right, so now we do actually have a 100% war score, but if I order this correctly, I think I can use these troops that I already have here to besiege my next target. I mean, not that technically I need both counties, but like while we're here. Also, we apparently have like an entire family or two imprisoned, so it's going to take a little while to like sort through them. So Philibert, Thingy, Lethlabor and Wido are of significance. Everyone else we can try to ransom. So how's the battle going over here? Looking good. It's kind of unnecessary actually, because like we've already got 100% war score. We're only keeping this war going because it's convenient. Oh, England has joined. I should end this war fairly soon. But like the thing is, I can sit here and besiege other things while I've got lots of troops here. And then take advantage of that occupation in the next war, I think. Ah, Oneka, my daughter, current heir to the kingdom, if we can't find a way to bump her off first. Well, let me dispose of both of my wards are the correct religion. Which leads me to wonder if I'm actually educating the right people. Well, let's find Palaio, who is not a very close relative, someone else to educate him. And then I will take on Oneka. Maybe I need to unpause in order to get that. Oh no, there I am. Right, good. There are a lot of peasant revolts going on. We should probably go and crush them. Since we have this army kicking around doing not very much at the moment. See, if all of those 3 separate peasant revolts organise themselves into one big peasant revolt, they might be scary. I think I shall assault these because they're very soft. Oh, we have a new daughter called Munia. She is a genius. Why is it all my children other than the first one are geniuses? I mean, we probably don't need to go to Beirut. I'm a little bit worried that there appears to be a Norman fleet off my coast. Right, so now we've occupied the whole of the neighbouring county as well. So now I think what I do is I split off the levy troops from this. Because I can't declare war on Braganza, I'm not sure, until I've while I have my army levies raised. War indeed. Oh, I can't declare war on him because oh damn it, yes, that's why it's not going to work. I can't declare war on him because I'm already at war with him. Actually, we need to move all of these troops into the next county anyway, don't we? Because we can't declare war on him while we have people in his territory. So, because I'm already at war with him, I will, of course, lose that that occupation will be released. Still, we've probably injured his troops quite a lot in the process. So, let us... Thus, I do have to wind up this war.
Release the otter, Nova. But we
Right, so I now control Porto. Well, kind of. I'm Count of Porto, and I also control a barony and a bishopric there. There's still two holdings there, one held by the Holy Roman Empire and one held by the Empire of Italia, which I'm probably not going to be able to get control over anytime soon. That army is happily marching in the correct direction. So at the moment, I can't declare war on this guy because I have units in enemy counties where I lack holdings, and I have army levies raised. I can, on the other hand, dismiss those fleets now because they're now in a friendly port. So then here we dismiss the levy army. Which should now mean that I can declare war on this guy. No, I still have army levies raised in over here, of course, Stoats. Don't worry, they'll be gone soon. We then released a bunch of people as well. Turns out there were some friendly armies there to help with that battle, so that won't take long. Right, now we'll dismiss that lot, so that now we can also take Bragantha, however it's pronounced. I do actually have a claim on it on behalf of Duke Engelbert of Fars, but no, let's go for a holy war. I think we can do this pretty quickly. Indeed, I'm just looking at the state of his holdings, and most of them have no levy at all. Yes, I don't think the nearby Catholic rulers are going to be a problem. Okay, my local troops are a little feeble. Yeah, there are some nearby Catholic rulers. Okay, that's his own troops, isn't it? Princess Oneka is impulsive and seems unable to tell right from wrong. Oh no, we don't want you to become arbitrary. It's a strap for her to make sure she doesn't become arbitrary. Okay, apparently I have, like, allies here. Not, I think, official allies, but people who just happen to be willing to join the battle. Duke Engelbert of Fars has declared the Farsi Holy War for Asturias on the King of Leon. Well, okay. I'm trying to, like, in an organised fashion, target Santiago. Since this is an almost entirely mercenary army, I should probably be pretty relaxed about assaulting. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
That's a very quick siege.
That's an assault. That's an expensive way of getting a siege won. But, like, they're not my troops. Right. That's also a quick way of getting a war won. So, we now have a solid lump here, and we're adjacent to Galicia. We don't actually have quite as many troops over here as he has available.
These counties you've just conquered, have you converted them to Fraticelli? Side effect.
No. So the peasantry is still Catholic. It says here, the majority religion in each county is still Catholic. It's ruled, I mean, admittedly, two of them are currently ruled directly by me. This guy is Fraticelli.
When I was firing at someone who was summoning stuff, I didn't then, when they blinked, change target to the summons.
No, that wasn't what I meant. Merge again. Manually split them. Split off. Oh, I can actually just disband that group. Right, so now I could declare war on the King of Galicia. And indeed declare a holy war for Galicia and take the whole of Galicia off him. Or apparently Seville, because he controls some stuff down there. No, we're not interested in Seville. But I think trying to do that with just those 3,000... oh, I just accidentally declared war on him. Did I at least declare war? I did at least declare war for the correct thing, didn't I? Yes. Okay, well, in that case... Sorry, I wasn't meaning to start that war, but I pressed the make this box go away button, and it turned out that it was also the declare war on the King of Galicia button.
Make this box go away with a sword.
Right, okay. Right, we can't raise many troops out there. So we're going to have to raise them back here. I'm now thinking about whether I raise absolutely everything, because by the time they get there, but we haven't got that much. Let me work out what I've got by way of shipping first, because that's essentially going to be my initial limiting factor. Okay, maybe it's not going to be my initial limiting factor. I have actually got quite a lot of ships at my disposal. So I have enough transport for 16,000 troops. I can technically raise, more like 22,000, so I can't quite transport everyone.
Well, that's okay. As soon as you transport everybody somewhere else, there'll be like a peasant revolt.
Yes.
they won't just turn this entire thing off or something and use external mouse only. It'll just decide randomly to select, click on things, change focus to either and currently. If I focus in the things I'm in, it will suddenly select paragraphs for her.
Right, so how many is that?
Oh, he does it by itself. It's not just that, it's getting worse.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You can do a few more. Yeah, that's probably about the right number.
If I had one not to go off, I might have found something that might better.
Well, if we can get our best commanders in there, then that might be enough to squish that army, maybe. I have got an even better marshal if I like stuck him in at the head of an army. There we go. Now I have 19 martial and phenomenal personal combat skill despite being a lunatic. So why am I not... Oh, I'm not entitled to lead an army because I'm off chancelloring for my liege, aren't I? Yes, that's why. I should deal with my domain limit problem, shouldn't I? Let's start by promoting... Oops. Some bishops over here if I can. How does this work then? If I create a new vassal there, does he at least turn out to be the right religion? Yes, good. Right. Right, okay, that's nice. I'm not above my domain limit. Okay, this is a rather odd army because it consists largely of horse archers. Yeah, I'm not sure if this is going to work, you know. Still, out here in the Middle East, we are getting all of our troops vaguely in the right place, so we might be able to get away with this. Oh, he's found some more troops. That's a bit of a problem.
These pestilential people that, you know, insist on trying their best not to lose wars to you.
Yes. Right, well that was a good start. Still get some flanking advantages here, but he's definitely winning on my centre. Yeah, that's not looking good for the second bit. There we go. Well, it started well. Certainly killed a few of his troops. Even now that the pregnancy is over, my wife's craving for exotic foods have yet to stop. I'm starting to think she is just taking advantage of my generosity to grow fat. Let's try not to have that this time. Though since she's gluttonous, I doubt we'll win. Yes, we sadly lost that battle. And we're going to have to try to do better. Which is going to be a bit slow because better has to be shipped across the sea from Jerusalem. Sadly, I fear there is a new Basileus Vitalia who is not going to give me an alliance, unlike the old one. I think those 159 troops may not actually make it to Spain. Everyone's joining in the war. This is annoying.
Excuse me, Fire Dragon.
I want to get those 2,000 organised at least. What? We just won a battle while I was looking the other way. I mean, I don't mind that. But it's a bit weird, and we're about to... What's he... Oh, right, there's those 4,000 marching in. Well, that may not be so good. They're already movement locked, so I probably can't do much about this. There are some mountains there I could hide in if I could get there fast enough, but I presume I can't. Even if I stick an organiser in there. No. Well, we may as well stay here and lose gloriously. I'll wait long enough for this final army to turn up. Stick them on a ship. Send them out here. My nephew Nuno makes sure everyone gets exactly the same amount of whatever sweets the cook gives the children. Yes, justice is generally good. Possibly justness. Okay, they decided not to attack me. Whatever. Right, there's a great big fleet on its way now. It's going to take a while because it's coming from Jerusalem, but it will be there. If you're going to send in 3,000 troops, there's a chance that I'll win. Your sister Emily has asked you consider her position of spymaster. With 16 backstabbing, I think not. Hang on. Can I like move them into there? Probably not, but like just in case he makes a mess of this somehow. Yeah, he keeps cancelling those moves, which is great because let me just hide in this convenient mountain while the rest of my troops arrive. Ooh, Diego needs a guardian. Well, he's the eldest of the of Ordonio's genius children, so he should obviously be taught by Ordonio himself. My ship's a reasonable distance of the way to its destination. I'm settling down in the mountains of Leon mostly as a reasonably safe place to wait. Might want to be a bit careful about my army emerging. Kaiserin Ulrike, the apostle of the Holy Roman Empire, has set up Pope Reinhard as an anti-pope. That's interesting. Okay, I think I don't want to come ashore directly in Porto if they're going to be besieging it with 12,000 troops. Because my troops... Oh no, my troops will come ashore with half morale, even if they come in a port, won't they? So I don't want to... it would be better to bring them ashore in a neighbouring county and then let them recover a bit before they go in and do anything significant. When I say neighbouring, I mean far enough away that they... okay, the enemy can see them because Lusitania is actually... I can bring the ships in, of course. Just don't want to bring the troops in there. Let's stick my best commanders in that one. My less good commanders in that one. March that lot up the coast and they'll probably be alright for morale by the time they arrive. You can dismiss those fleets. We don't have to pay for them. Don't know if I was paying for them anyway, but still. My wife Bella Skeeter has been really letting herself go of late. Be polite. Use my diplomacy. That worked. Right, I hope this battle will go all right. It is going to be a bit tough. And he's now brought another 5,000 troops along. Now it's going to be very tough. Maybe I should bring in my extra 2,000 troops along, but they're currently actually winning a siege. They won't be able to get there in time anyway. Either this works or it doesn't. Not looking good so far. Just ended up with like 15 zillion places under siege somehow. There are some people besieging us all the way over there, which is inconvenient. Also, he still seems to have 14,000 surviving troops here. Oh dear, that's bad. I have 5,000 surviving troops. I have a vast number of messages about the same holding being under siege, which is unfortunate. Or unfortunate? Weird, I think is the word I want. Every time my daughter Aneka meets a stranger, she looks like she might faint. Well, I don't think we can really have the heir to the kingdoms being shy, so we'll fix that. We have just successfully won a siege, which is kind of nice. But I'm a bit concerned that this is not actually going to be sustainable. My liege, I'm pleased to report the success of my mission to Mosul. Not really a mission, it's where you live. The majority of the population has been converted to the Fraticelli faith. Excellent. Holding in Bira keeps being under siege and then presumably not under siege again.
Just local.
I think they're also busy besieging my capital. Well, let's send my court chaplain somewhere different then. Dear, I have an elective succession faction that's actually quite strong. And 15,000 troops that are coming after my 6,000 troops in mountains with decent commanders. I mean, we might be able to win this one. It's not obvious either way. Swap those two over to balance out the strengths of the flanks a little. Just keep Diego kind. Brother Bermudo has just died. Right. I don't expect that this is going to go very well, but we've got like about as good a situation as we could hope for if we're going to have a battle in the mountains. So a very close one. Oh dear, our centre's looking feeble. All of our flanks are looking feeble. Bermudo, Diego is now deciding whether he wants to be honest or not. Let's let him be honest. Yes, sadly I fear this war is lost. I don't think there's much point in carrying on with it. It's not even a, oh yeah, okay, it's going to cost me 1,000 gold. That's a bit exciting. How many mercenaries can I get for 1,000 gold?
But don't forget they all appear
An awfully long way away, yes, and then have to be transported, and I can only transport about 16,000 troops at a time.
and probably all your everything's not in one place.
Yeah, I think we may have to accept that this one is not going to be a win for me. And also that I need to deal with my factions. Which in part is going to be best done by becoming stronger myself.
Maybe intact enough for there, but I think I'm sticking with my plus 12. Whatever it is on
Right. Let's just keep the... Oh, of course, no, that isn't friendly territory, is it? I'm kind of tempted to keep the mercenaries raised a little bit longer, simply to scare my factions.
It's true.
Please stop besieging Bira, it's annoying.
All Eurogas spring from real late near Hannah and Emirates was we decided not to be fixed routes to states.
So I'll disband all the levies, which I could probably do more efficiently than this by doing that and then that. No, not like that. So that's all three flanks of the Pecheneg band shifted to the right-hand group so that we can then dismiss that lot and keep that small army up there. To avoid my looking even weaker. Oh, I'm afraid the faction that I represent must insist upon elective monarchy. We are fully prepared to take up arms should you refuse, and rest assured we have more than enough men to enforce our demands. Well, yes, that is a bit of a problem. And you also have plenty of money. Well, maybe we'll just have to cope with elective monarchy then. That'll be fun. I haven't had elective monarchy at this game.
I bet in 10 years you can change your mind, right?
Currently, my kinswoman Nunya is winning. I don't really think she's my favourite option. But Diego's still a bit young. Can I thus just nominate Emperor Jimeno? Presumably he will not be popular with anyone else. Well, he qualifies like an encroaching foreign ruler, despite being technically the liege and not foreign. Let's try voting for him and seeing what happens. Yeah, Micah is an encroaching foreign ruler.
And walk away from Jerusalem, is it?
Yes.
Right, yeah, I mean that's very forward.
Hang on, why am I not educating Pantaleon? Come back here, Pantaleon. Actually, I think I need to drop one of my existing wards in order to get him back, but I'm totally going to try to get him back. Since we now have elective monarchy, we don't really think that Oneka is going to be a problem. So let's hand her over to someone else. Say to Kunigunda. Drag Pantaleon back to my court. Yeah, apparently I'm over my domain limit. Because I'm a bit short of stewardship or something. Anyway, I don't have a faction anymore, so I may as well dismiss those things. Pretty sure I should have more than 2 electors.
Depends really how many dukes you have on the
Pantaleon has now come back to be educated by me again. During my stay at the court of a noble in Mufasa, I have done my utmost to present my liege in a more favourable light and have him recognised as the benevolent and peaceful ruler he is. It seems as if I have succeeded. Okay, yes. I've also nominated him as my successor. For now, at least. Oh, right, hang on. No, Princess Oneka is still my successor in my other 2 kingdoms, of course. But I don't know that I really mind my player successor being the emperor who rules over all of them. So, yeah, that'll be fine.
No, I don't think I'd like the +3 hand crossbow of courage. I think I'd probably like that phantom mirror.
Probably a non-aggression pact with the Byzantine Empire would be helpful. So maybe I should marry off my eldest daughter. Maybe I shouldn't marry off the heir to 2 of the kingdoms to someone in the Byzantine Empire. Though I suppose princes of the Byzantine Empire are not very likely to turn into basileises.
Yeah, but you find out when that did. Just because it would be in history tomorrow.
It's kind of tempting to marry her into the Byzantine Empire and get a non-aggression pact with them. And thus maybe one day an alliance. Go on, it'll be amusing. I should dispose of that spare county that appears to be making my situation unfortunate. Let's actually grant the whole of this area to this guy. Or do I keep the coast? And that's put me inside my domain limit, which is all we really need. Right. Is there anything actually happening now, or am I just sitting around waiting for everything to recover a bit from that disastrous holy war? And kind of hoping that my liege goes, actually, I could totally take Santiago. Or possibly wait for the King of Galicia to die so that we don't have a truce with him and then try again. Yeah, England is kind of scary. Anyway, so yeah, I don't think I have much to do at this point. Curiously, he would probably form an alliance with me if I sent him a phenomenal amount of money. But you do have to send the Basileus of the Byzantine Empire a phenomenal amount of money to make him like you.
Because he's quite rich.
Yes. No, but actually he has minus 44 money. But he has a lot of income.
And standards.
And so if I want to make him like me, I have to send him 388 money. Oh, Princess Emily can get married to the King of Swabia.
Okay, cool. Get it.
Let's leave that there for now, I think, and we'll come back to this possibly on Sunday if no one has a better plan, and see where we're going next, and try not to make quite such a pig's ear of it next time. Until then, good night.